Hello and welcome back to Factorio. Let's play. This would be episode 2. I don't think there's an actual pause function in the game that lets you see what's going on besides just the options menu or the research menu or your inventory. So I'm probably going to start from the loading screen every time. But this episode I'm thinking... Remember how I was saying the factories that are complicated are harder to move? I was thinking now would be a good time to start moving our factory, because it's starting to get complicated. So let's start the game and see what happens. Now, one thing that I'm probably going to do before we start having to move our factory is I want to move smelting operations over here for iron, probably over here for copper, just so it's closer to the coal. For now, coal is a prerequisite for smelting. Eventually it won't be. I'm also thinking how I'm going to space this out. So if I want 14 boilers, that's 3, 7, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that'll fit there. So probably out to here is going to be all boilers, and then I'm probably going to put the steam engines on this side. Might fit the labs in somewhere here. And yeah, hopefully I'm going to have enough belts to make that happen. So for now I'm going to start making lots of belts and start tearing things down. Let's see here. If I was to run power all the way, thinking I should do that. It's going to end up being helpful anyway. I'm going to run power to there. I'm going to grab a little bit more iron ore and do an electric drill while I'm restructuring my base. Might as well. Let's see here. That'll give us some good coverage, and of course there's a rock in the way. Excellent. Well, actually that does kind of help out, because that power cable was about to be in the way. There we go. Once I have some kind of bullet manufacturing, I'll shoot that rock to pieces, and then, yeah, that'll deal with it. One problem is that you basically, you can't really, mine these big rocks that are in the way. You have to shoot them. Actually, I might be able to shoot this one out without running out of bullets. I am not optimistic on that. Yeah, 1 health left, and I'm out of bullets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you start making bullets. As you can see, it's making bullets for me. There we go. Each magazine, I guess, is 10 shots, so that's kind of helpful. And I can still fit that and have it power my copper mine. Excellent. Alright, so now we've got copper ore going in here. Now let's do the same thing for iron. Knocking out these belts in ore fields is kind of annoying, because the game kind of assumes that you're trying to mine a lot. I'm actually going to move these mines, speaking of mining, so that I've got slightly better coverage. That's probably good. Alright. And, let's see here. Hey, we got some new electronics research. Automation too. We want those assembling machines too that can do 4 ingredients at a time. Those are shiny. One reason I wanted to get these little bottle assemblers going, and I'm gonna keep this there for as long as possible, is because I kinda want the research to continue while I am restructuring everything. So for now, we take things out. Almost entirely strip our base and shift the entire thing over. Let's see here. It's a good place to shift it. So if I want copper smelting, okay, maybe copper smelting will happen, thinking more to this side. Here's going to be where copper smelting is going to happen. Iron smelting is going to happen up here. And this guy is completely finished in the science bottle production department soon. Perfect. Get these belts out of the way. Alright, so research can continue. And we just freed up our future oil field. That is good news. Let's see here, let's do three smelters for copper. Something similar for iron. Thinking I might wanna actually extend this belt. Possibly move that mine. Have this mine go that way. And then I'm gonna have the belt go up 3 as a spot for another mine. And then way over. Perfect. Now to make sure that all the mines are running. Let's see here. Stone, furnaces, furnace. I'm also going to switch to entirely electric grabbers. Inserters, that's the word I'm looking for. Because that will be helpful in saving coal. There we go, and there we go. And our iron pickaxe just ran out, so I'm gonna have to make a new one. Now you might be wondering why I'm spacing or leaving space for an extra belt, and that is because here, the upgraded best possible furnace is actually a 3x3, and these are only 2x2, so I'm kind of leaving space to fill it out like that, and then I can move this in place of where the belt is. I'm gonna do something similar with the copper. So we got electric smelters, things popping out, belt, belts. Excellent. We're gonna need more belts. Oh, I guess we got 43. Plus 31 in the inventory. Yeesh. We're great on belts. Why am I making more? Anyway, we want to get some coal going in to our copper and iron belts. Which is going to basically consist of making coal go on. Oh. Alright, see, we're making coal going on one side, iron going on the other, as before. Something similar is going to happen with copper. Except there's a rock in the way. We're good on bullets. We can get rid of this rock. One thing I'm really enjoying about this game is the graphics. They're not amazing. Matter of fact, I don't think any reasonable person could assume that this game was made in 2015. But these graphics, they remind me of Command and Conquer Tiberian Sun. Like, a lot. The little guy looks like a GDI trooper. Like, the ground looks similar. The resources and how they show up. They're not exactly the same, but they really do remind me of Tiberian Sun, which is an excellent game. So, yeah, that's one thing I've really enjoyed about this game. I don't know why. I think it's kind of cool. Anyway, let's get these production facilities back up. So if we have a gear factory here, actually, no, let's not put our gear factory there because that's going to be our main iron vein for now. So let's put our gear factory here, actually. And we can do this. Keep the iron going. Oh. Yeah. See, this is why we need to keep the iron going. I am all out of iron and I need it. Now, this guy is going to be a gear output. And this belt is going to go here. Let's see here. Let me think about this real quick. Yeah, that's probably a good distance to there. Take off that last bit of iron belt. Now here is where, remember that logistics research that I really wanted to do first? This is why. Logistics research gives you access to underground belts, which, as you could probably expect, go underground. And that's kind of cool, because I can just go under things that are in the way. Let's see here, you start making gears. Might as well put them to work for now. Right, coal. And that is why it's not flowing. There is an electric pole in the way. We also need electricity here. There we go. And as the coal shows up, the furnaces start up. Alright, so we got gears being produced. I didn't put a buffer chest in this time because it's gonna eat up all my iron otherwise. Now, I'm actually going to move the gears over one. There's one other really cool thing that logistics research allowed us, and that is the long-handed inserter. We're going to be putting one of those to use in a little bit. Let's see here. Perfect. Now, if we make another factory right here, that's going to make red bottles. Actually, we're not going to put it there. We're going to put it over here. Yeah, right there. This is going to be our red factory bottle. And what it's going to do is it's going to take gears using the long-hander, and it's going to take copper using a regular short-hander to make red bottles. And these bottles are now going to go onto another belt there, which is spaced away from our copper by 1. Goes under the coal. Make another inserter. Little too far away for power. Well, we can always put down another power pole. Kind of blanking on the word for that. Anyway, there we go. We've got our lab set up. I'm actually gonna move this lab back by 1. Get another long-hander. Now, there is reasoning behind that, and the reasoning is that if we want our labs to function late game, like I said, there's 4 tech levels. There you got red bottles, green bottles, blue bottles, and purple bottles. A belt's got 2 sides, which means 2 bottles on one belt, 2 bottles on another belt. So I'm basically going to do the same thing that I just did here with the gears and copper. So a long-hander and a short-hander. One for this belt, which is going to have red and green bottles, and one for a second belt, which is going to have blue and purple bottles. That way a lab can grab all of it. Works out pretty well, I think. As you can see, our iron is getting pretty full, so let's make another smelter. Take some of the weight off of our previously constructed smelters. Which is going to require 2 inserters, as always. Like so. And our copper is getting pretty close to maxed out already. Wow. We definitely need access to a bigger copper. Well, we've got this guy, which I guess I could route like through here or something. I don't know. Figure that out later. For now, we're just gonna stick with what's going on here. Anyway, so some of you might be wondering why I bothered to build over here in the beginning if my plan all along was to move over here. And I've got one word for you: logistics. I'd never really had the ability to move or to start off building here because I just didn't have enough belts mostly. And now that I do, I figure might as well get things in place before I start running out of room and running into issues such as that. And actually, let's see here. That looks like either 4 or 5. Probably 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. So I've got one extra buffer spot for my boiler requirements. This should work out pretty good. Now here, at the end of this little copper or iron area, I'm gonna put down my iron storage and collector, which is gonna be a fast inserter. As you can see, it is much faster than the other ones. I realize that this chest is also kind of my iron stockpile, but this will take care of like overflow and just make sure that the line keeps running. I'm gonna have to do something similar with copper eventually, although I think I might just literally have the copper run off into a different direction. And in the meantime, we're still making enough bottles. Okay, so next thing that we want to do is get some more assemblers. We're gonna want to, yeah, I'm actually gonna, oh, whoops, that was the wrong one. Yeah, I don't actually have like a copper grabber pile anymore, so I had to delete some of the belts to well, grab copper. Now what I'm gonna do here, I actually probably shouldn't have made that a fast inverter, so let's make another regular. Just to make sure that there's room for the overflow. Well, I'm thinking I might actually move these bottles over one here and then have overflow copper flow through here and then get grabbed. Let's try that. So let's see here. We need to go belt to the side, belt, belt. And we go here and here. Here we're gonna go like this. Then we're gonna do belt, belt. And might as well throw a third one in there. And that's gonna be the copper overflow. Perfect. So now we can just collect copper from there if we ever need it. Let's see here. We need some more of these little automation blocks. And we are going to use them for many nefarious purposes. Specifically, go like this, and in the offset, I am going to fit one of these guys. Alright, we're going to make 2 long-handed grabbers. And the goal of these guys is going to be to, let's see here, I'm going to extend this belt a little bit, like so. Make sure it doesn't run into the gear belt. Oh, hey, automation 2. Let's do turrets. Turrets are helpful, and they're pretty quick research at this point, for us at least. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this is gonna be a belt maker, which means I need gears and iron plates. No longer need that electricity there. So if I want to grab iron plates, I need to grab them either here or here. If I grab them here, I guess I would be able to, yeah, I should probably grab them here. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna give me this. There we go. Now I can use those two long-handers to move iron over here before it goes into the iron stockpile. That's why I moved that thing first. And I am going to use, I guess regular inserters work right now. Eventually I'll upgrade them to fast. Something like this. Boom. Make me belts. Perfect. And there goes our turret research. Let's do steel processing. Okay. Now, for the rest of the science bottle, so we need transporter belts, which we are currently making right here. And we also need inserters, which are a little bit more complicated to make. Electronic circuit, iron gear wheel, yeah. Fun stuff. So what I'm going to do is, we really need to step up our copper from here. I might start developing this copper vein. Let's do that for now. Nope. Grab some regular inserters as well. Now the idea here is going to be to have an inserter grab from here, put into a chest, and then eventually I'll get a second inserter to feed it in this direction. Then I'm probably going to stick it over here and have some another processing plant that sits right there, convert it into green bottles, and then put it on the line, and then go to the labs. So let's see here, let's make a chest, get some more power. Perfect. Plus we're going to be using that giant amount of belts very shortly. About that shortly. Now you may be confused as to why I decided to go all the way around. That is because I figure I'll just feed into this current ore belt that I have going on, instead of trying to figure out a new refinery method. Plus, then I can keep making use of the ore that's coming out of there. However, it will take a lot of electric poles to get electricity all the way over there. Well, that didn't take much, but you know, it could have been worse. And we got steel processing. Let's do walls, I guess. Walls are always nice. A lot of the fun research that I actually want to do, I really can't because I don't have any green bottles, and I don't want to sit and make them in my pocket. It's a little inefficient, if you ask me. So I'm basically just waiting to get this green bottle factory going, which now requires circuits. Now for circuits, we need copper and we need some iron plates. Iron plates can come from there. Copper can come from here. Circuits can get made here. Gears can get passed around back here to another manufacturing place, which will make the actual inserter. If this seems complex, don't worry, it's going to get a whole lot worse. Oh! I just realized our boilers are here. We can't really use this area. Because boilers are going to go out to where this guy is right now. Okay. This is what we're going to do. Move this guy over one. Put that box back. And wow, that was fast. Might as well do optics. There we go. Now our boilers can go all the way down. Let's see here, 4, 4, 4, that's 12, 15. That doesn't leave any room for a pipe, which is not good. Wonder if pipes can go sideways out of boilers. Let's find out. Oh, they can. Okay. And if I put a pipe this way, there is still water. Okay, sounds good. Not a problem. So I'm just going to have boilers coming out to here and then a pipe going underground to... This part's going to get complicated. I guess underground pipe that pops out like there. And then this will go here underground. Yeah. Gotta love production chains. Maybe we'll be able to get this green bottle thing figured out by the end of the episode. Let's see here. This is where inserters will be made. They will similarly go underground here. How am I doing on power? Ooh, I can't take out one of those steam generators easily, can I? So let's actually move this up. Because then we can get iron straight to there using a long hand. Or maybe not quite straight to there. Let's do a belt method. There. So 2 more inserters. Yeesh. We are burning through this research. Wait, are we? Okay, no, we still got military. Let's do military research. Juice. Always need some juice. Let's grab some iron plates because we are always going to be low on them. Let's actually make some iron chests instead of wooden chests this time. Alright. So now you are going to make circuit boards. You are going to make copper wire. Excellent. These circuit boards now need to go into here. So let's grab an inserter. Flip it to go that way. Now we also need to get what was it? Steel plates, I believe? Yep. Or iron plates. Or, wait. Iron plates and gears. Yeah. So if I do something like this, play with the belt mechanics a little bit. So I'm gonna need, actually wait, I already have a long hander. Long hander goes here. Short hander goes there. And power is always necessary. Now we've got a lot of iron going through this chest now. This is probably going to become an issue. Right after the actual lack of iron becomes an issue, which it currently is. Let's do some armor crafting research. Let's see here. So now ideally, or I'm actually going to take out this chest for now. That's going to basically force this guy to stop, eventually allowing iron to go over here. Now we're going to do an underground belt again. And then we're going to do a bunch of regular belts, of which we have an automatic maker. Boom. And now we get a fast transporter here, whose job it's going to be to feed this guy. And check it out, we've got inserters being made. That is awesome. Let's move this power switch over 1. And, well, since we've got inserters being made, let's grab an inserter from there. Go like that. Straight to an underground tunnel. Where'd it go? There's the underground tunnel. Go into there. Huh. Actually, now that I think of... Oh, wait. No, because I want the chest there. I was thinking it might be better if I had them come out to a chest. Yeah, I should do that instead. Instead of having to deal with 2 tunnels, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this power back. That inserter goes there. And move the steam engine for now. Which is going to make all of the electricity people very sad. Yeah, we are definitely low on juice. But what we want right now is for a long-hander to go like that. So this guy is going to basically let's test it out. So get it jump started. Boom. And now it should come out right there. Excellent. All on the same belt. And this part, we're going to need another assembly. I'm going to do a blue assembly even though it's only a 2-step because the blue assembly is a little bit faster. If you look at the crafting speeds, this one's at 1/2 and the blue one is at 0.75. So that's always good. Speed is right next to logistics. Speed is king. So we're going to put in 2 of those grabbers and have you start making green bottles. Actually gonna make one of those a fast grabber. Like so. Look at that. We're making green bottles. Of course, the steam engine problem is continuing, and that is slightly obnoxious. But we shall fix it. We're also going to put a chest there to collect extra inserters. And yeah, we've got Tier 2 science all ready to go. Probably going to end the episode on that note, just because kind of low on time. And we've got lots of copper coming in, so we're good on that. We might even need to build a couple more smelters for copper, which isn't a bad thing. So I'm pretty happy with that. Of course, ideally we could really use a little flood of iron, just because these guys aren't always up and ready to go. It looks like a lot of iron going into these many works full of arrows. Let me turn off the overlay so you can sort of see what's going on without all the arrows in the way. But yeah, so that's our factory so far. Check it out. So once again, like, subscribe, comment, share, idea, advise. If you've got ideas besides this really, really complicated piece of machinery that I just built, please share them. And I will see you guys all later. Bye!